here in Midtown. After months of back and forth and a long build-up, the highly anticipated summit between the president and Kim Jong-un almost is here. Now, everybody is looking at Singapore with the summit set to kick off in just a few hours. NBC's Blayne Alexander in Singapore tonight covering the meeting. Hello, Blayne. Give us the very latest. That has to be a very interesting and challenging assignment.
Jeff, you're absolutely right. Good evening to you over there, and good morning from here in Singapore. You know, it's been very interesting to be here in this island nation, just kind of leading up to this summit a few hours away, because the anticipation is certainly very thick. But of course, what really matters are the tangibles that come from this. So we're now learning that President Trump, after saying that this summit could last as long as 2 or 3 days if necessary, now the plan is for him to pack up and leave and head back to Washington less than 24 hours from now.
As he looks to strike his biggest deal yet, President Trump sounding upbeat. Today, signs that they may already be working out. The White House saying pre-talks between negotiators are moving, quote, more quickly than expected. Encouraging, but Secretary of State Mike Pompeo cautioning.
There are only 2 people that can make decisions of this magnitude, and those 2 people are going to be sitting in a room together tomorrow.
For the first face-to-face, no team or advisors in the room, just President Trump and Kim, along with their translators.
This is where that face-to-face is going to take place. In fact, right over here, just beyond these trees, just beyond this entrance.
The night before, 2 very different approaches. President Trump out of sight. Kim Jong-un out on the town. The isolated leader taking advantage of his time away from home, touring Singapore, even posing for a selfie. An unconventional lead-up to an unconventional summit and a sharp about-face from last September.
Rocket Man is on a suicide mission for himself.
President Trump's team saying Tuesday's summit, a good start, but the only true win?
The complete, verifiable, and irreversible denuclearization.
A process that experts say, even if started, will take years.
And we are expecting to hear directly from President Trump right here in Singapore after that summit. Jeff, the president is set to give a media briefing this afternoon before packing up and heading back to Washington.
And the North Korea media has finally reported that Kim Jong-un is in Singapore, but they haven't mentioned Donald Trump. Instead, they have been talking about the fact that, you know, he is there looking for peace. It's a very interesting way to report it.
It is interesting, and it's interesting, of course, to watch the juxtaposition throughout this entire thing. You know, we know the reporting that we're, of course, doing, but then to watch kind of on a parallel track how North Korea is essentially very much spinning this has certainly been an interesting way to see how the people in North Korea are seeing this summit.
Thank you very much, Blayne. Great reporting, and we look forward to seeing your additional reports in the days ahead. Our coverage of the historic summit continues tonight on NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt. He will be live in Singapore beginning at 6:30 right here on 11 Alive.